All right, welcome back. All right, thanks for joining us. Novice Painter Jimi Novice, Novice Painting. We're going to get right back into it. I just want to check one thing. This is bare bones. You never know what's going to happen. We're going to keep rolling with it going forward. Remember, it's Buddha, baby. Okay? Like I said, just roll with it. For those of you, hopefully you saw the other ones, you know, the context of why I'm talking like this. It will go away, it'll fluctuate. Flux capacitor thing, I don't know, whatever. But the bottom line is, I did some pre-mixing. You can see the damage there. That's just brown paint. Yeah, and then I did something else. I wisened up because we had some time to, you know, mull this over. And I expect this, you know, we're going to be used to things sucking. But this I didn't like, a little too dark, and I want to add another dimension. So we're going to go through a pre-mix the layers I want to do. So there's not going to be any color mixing. As much as I love it, it's too hypnotic. Oh, there we go. Ooh. But and there again, I got a cup of warm water with soap, so when need be, we can reuse brushes, unlike the mistake I made last time. See, there's the damage. Pretty bad. Don't try this at home, folks. So here's the smorgasbord, the charcuterie board of color, if you will. I would actually, this is nice. I mean, these are obviously the pre-mixed colors. We're a little closer, again, bare bones, bear with me. A little close. I maybe squatted a little bit. Well, I mean, I live here, I'm not squatting, but crouching, tiger, hidden dragon, painting, not a dragon, because I can't paint dragons. It would look silly, maybe telling the tiger, I don't know. But bottom line is, we got all the colors we need to finish the embellishments on there. Do the paintbrush. I made sort of a brassy color, almost looks kind of like cocoa, I'd say. Like iced tea's white cocoa. I think her name's Coco. Anyway, no celebrity references here. And then this is, I feel it slipping in. This is for the easel right here. You can't see it. I did cheat a little bit, you might say, as far as putting an outline of what we're going to do. I mean, you gotta plan ahead. You gotta plan ahead, folks. That's what you gotta do. And so, and I said we're not gonna really do. I lied a little, okay, about not doing advanced techniques because we're gonna go back and forth. We're doing this. We're gonna do the easel and the paintbrush because it gives things a chance to dry. We do have the fan going. You may hear it. There it goes again. Sorry. And basically, we're gonna do a primary where it says, it will say painter and finish out novice painter. We're going to be clever and do like primary colors. I don't know what order they go in, but you know, we'll just kind of follow our heart's content and desires for that one. And then, so let's just jump right into it. I got the perfect brush for the first letter we're going to do. We're going to try to breeze right through this and we'll see how smooth things go. You know, we're going to learn as we go. See, I wanted to get another, we want to make sure it's not too wide. There you go. So you got to use a deft hand. I think that's the term. Okay. So that was a little bit, turn that corner a little too sharp there. Cal Naughton Jr. There, relax your hand there, boy. But yeah, I do apologize again for, you know, the white lie about not doing. Yeah, it's multitasking. It's not advanced per se. It's a multitasking See, we'll get this and we'll move on to there we go. Now you got to concentrate a little bit more than you expected. There we go. See? It's interesting, it's trippy. You know, they say when my voice changes, it's almost like my personality changes. I don't even see any difference. I don't even know. They say I'm more quirky. That's quirky. Sometimes I talk too fast. So we're going to dump this in to the soapy water over off to the side. We got our paper towels dry. I'm doing something off screen, very proprietary, top secret technique. Again, advanced technique, I lied. A little white lie. I mean, it's okay, white lies are okay sometimes because, well, I mean, when, you know, Nanny or Mama, she asks, you know, when I'm wearing this church dress, does it look like the devil's trying to fight out his way out? And I say, no, Mama, not at all. It looks like Jesus is trying to fight his way in. I mean, you know, so we're going to do this basic red. It says cherry apple or something. I never heard of such a fruit, but nonetheless, there we go. So we're using a different brush here because I'm letting that other one soak. You know, like we do the dishes. You know, you gotta let them soak for at least a day before you can wash them properly. You know, at least that's how it always worked. That's what all my past roommates would always did, and I said that must be the thing to do. You know, you gotta be a dish soaker. Say that 5 times fast. I ain't going to. I look like a fool. It's turning out pretty nice here. You know, it goes slow, but it's therapeutic. I probably look like I'm in the most awkward position ever. But it's okay. You gotta sacrifice. You gotta sacrifice for art. You gotta sacrifice neck pain. And see, now I put a little bit too much because I'm just trying to sacrifice this red paint. So, there we go. That's nice. Daddy like it. Alright now. So I'm gonna put maybe a little bit more. I don't want a little bit wider. A little bit higher. That's what those roommates used to always say. I want to get higher. Higher, higher. I think they was just fans of the Ghostbusters 2 soundtrack. That song that he was playing when they was in the Statue of Liberty, controlling it with that deluxe Nintendo controller, gamepad or something. I don't even know what it's called. It was had like 6 buttons. I don't even remember any Nintendo game needing 6 buttons. Hell, Mario, all you can do is just jump. Oh yeah, you could throw fireballs too, but that was about it. So cleaning off this one over here, I'm gonna set my palette down, and we're gonna rinse. Give it a dry. It's already basically rinsed. So that's good. So now we can move on right on into the eye. It's the eye of the storm here. So we're gonna do. This is just bright blue. Remember, Mr. Bright Blue, Bright Side Blue. A little too much. This is bubbly. One thing I learned that I thought I was trying to be too smart from pantaloons, and I was trying to talk out of my hoo-ha, you know. And I said that when you mix with your paintbrush, you get all kinds of bubbles and stuff. But apparently, it's even worse when you do it with a trowel thing there. Now I'm trying to pull this up. This is kind of difficult. I don't even think it's recommended, really. But again, novice. That's the beauty of it. That is the beauty of it. Alright, so we're going to let that one soak. Oh, see, it ain't happening. I probably almost knocked that over. It's very upright. It's very upright. Just to make sure you got a good straight on view of it. I don't want to miss the show. Now I feel like I'm crossing some. I feel like I'm going to end up hunched over. Like one of them shy giants. Don't really want to show his true potential. Alright, so let's see. Yeah, this is a good one right here. I think this should be the one we want to use. Yeah, that can give us good coverage. So we're going to use that brassy color. I think I'm going to use that brassy color. Right there, there we go. Makes me want some chocolate quick. There we go, we're back, baby, we're back, baby. But it seems too globular. I'm going to dab it. Cool, you cool kids know about them dabs. I'm pushing a little bit with my wrist to get good placement. Don't want to mess this part up. You want to, I want to. I'm acting like you're doing the same thing. Who's painting this thing? I mean, who will if you want to? This is for the show, and don't expect every episode to be an epic 4-parter. This is just, you know, sometimes there's a premiere or something. You get an extra package to get you into things, and well, this is it. The next ones are going to be, there ain't going to be as much letters and drawing things, and so now we're going to go ahead and move on. We're going to get probably damn paint to dry out. Alright, see, this is a good one. I'm going to use, see, this is going to be the color of the easel. Now on this one, I'm going to have to sacrifice big time. I have to get on my knees and pray this goes right. Alright, let's try that. I'm just going to kind of stay in the line, and we'll eventually fill Hartman with him. Now, I know what you're thinking. You didn't mix that. It's your girlfriend's foundation. Strikingly similar, but you would be corrected. I have no girlfriend. But I'm looking to get, gosh, gonna have to get used to that. But it's worth it. I mean, come on, we're going on a journey of showing you can paint however you want, well, whenever you want to. So just keep going. We're just gonna try to fill up basically this whole thing right here, right now, because we're gonna want most likely to do another little more coverage And any pencil lines, you know, they're going to be erased. That's the beauty of pencil. You can erase it all your way. This is strikingly similar to foundation. It's kind of a bronzish. I even better got on there. No, it's we're good. We're good. Now the lighting, I don't know if you know, it's probably a little different. And I'm actually using an actual sort of light, but it's not the greatest light. It was recommended, definitely recommended highly by a compadre of mine that it would be worth it to invest in a lavalier mic. I was about to say a lava lamp. I kind of want one of those. You ever had a lava lamp? I mean, it's weird. I don't know why they call them lava. I guess it looks like magma. I've only seen it in videos. There we go. That's a little better on the edge, I think. Coverage ain't too bad, actually. And that's the idea of this thing is I was going to show, you know, it's kind of a classic easel where it's got the colors, all the different colors on it. Now this is where it's tricky because you want to keep that shape. It could quickly get away from here. It could quickly go from being freaking an easel to Pac-Man over here. So I kind of like the little strokes in there. It's like it looks like natural wood. You know, which is what they used back in the day. You know, everything was made out of wood. Can you believe it? But you can. You're on the internet to believe anything. We're just you probably hate me now. That was not very well thought out. You just kind of try to even hear me with this horrible audio. I'm trying to speak up. I've always been told to speak up. You know, we may not even need to come back to this. But the idea was that it would hopefully be all one go. This thing don't like to, what is it going on, man? See, sometimes things don't like to cooperate. But you gotta roll with the punch and keep going forward. Going forward. Because you gotta think. You gotta know when to hold them, know when to fold them. Alright, it's gonna be kind of tricky. I'm gonna try to scrape some of this to the edge or off completely and just have some on the edge, the very tip. That's what she said. There we go. Because we want to keep that hole. Actually, you know, with that hole, it's kind of like a stylistic easel, like a European easel or something. See, that's another reason I like that Santa hat. Do that. And I don't know where, there it is. Alright, it's back. Alright, but I think I'm going to go ahead and we're just going to go classic easel. Classic American easel. There you go. Classic American easel. I'm actually quite impressed by that. Because some people would, you know, you look at it and say, well, it's got to be an easel, right? It's got to be an easel. Alright, so, I mean, at least when I step off screen, there's still something to look at, right? I mean, so, now, we're going to go back up here. We're going to go back up there, we're going to throw that into our special muggy. Okay? See, that works better than I thought it would. So, thanks, mysterious stranger, for the tips. He is ensuring proper service from moi. Okay. Let's see. Very interesting look here. Alright. Obviously, again, for some reason I put way too much purple like every time. And these are actually kind of getting dry. See, these are, obviously we've discussed, you know, this may be too big. And this is too big. Obviously we discussed, that's what she said. Obviously you discussed before, these are, you know, these are affordable paints, you know, from the Novice Painting Haven named Walmart. I'm not a sponsor. I'm just sponsor. Stupid. Anyway. There we go. So let's just walk up and it's just all of a sudden back. One day I will kick that voice. Alright, so this will be ready for when we need it. Now I'm wondering if we actually did use this brush. No, see, we're going to go smaller. Here we go. So now this should work. And take a little spit. So this will, just to kind of get those together a little bit. So this may have my saliva in the painting, so it may eventually become haunted, be in a horror movie at some point. Of course, I mean, it's gonna probably burn the painting before there's ever any threat of a haunt. But here we go. Alright, we're back in the deep purple. Not the name of the color, just my aggressiveness with application. So, don't want to go too hard again. Again, I'm not going to throw the joke out there again there. Alright, now I'm going to keep dragging. No, see? Got too aggressive? That's okay, because we're going for basically, you know, imperfection. That's how you find your way. You make mistakes. Even Arnold Schwarzenegger made a mistake. Quite a few, I think. I don't know for sure, but and now I remember the Mr. Perfect imperfection, if you will. And just popped in there. He was at WrestleMania 9, which was actually where I'm at right now. And he said, instead of saying his opponent's name, the Narcissist, which is a character from Greek mythology. The Narcissist, Lex Luger, was his opponent. Instead of calling him the Narcissist, Lex Luger, he called him the Larcissist. The Larcissist. Yeah, man, that one's a good one. We all loved that one. Alright, so here we go. I'm getting up close and personal. Hopefully you could see me. But see the painting. I'm crouching again. It's a very good workout across the board. You know, these brushes have loose hair So, the nice thing about that, you get some interesting textures. Okay, that's, we're gonna leave it like that. We're just gonna go with the flow and keep moving on. We're gonna move on to this orange. We can use the big one, the bigger one there. So, Grylls with me. So we're obviously gonna go lighter. That was not paranormal. These roll. I don't know if you heard that. Probably didn't because the audio sucked, remember? Alright, so let's do this. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna do it to help you here. See, it's, we can really get in there. In fact, you may want to do an even wider one, but we do not. This is pretty much going to be it. This is going to work. It's going to work. We're going to make it work. Like everything, every time, everywhere. It's not a movie. Okay. I don't know. I hate things are getting skins on them like that. Like that chocolate pudding we get all excited about, but for some reason it was cooked in the oven. I thought you just mixed it with milk. I thought it was just like a powder you mixed with milk. But no, it's like you gotta wait, you gotta cook pudding. Pudding's cooked. You cook it. You cook it, and it comes out all hot. I'm concentrating. Okay, there we go. And it comes all hot, and it has this drying or warming because you can't eat right away. And who wants warm pudding, really? Except maybe, I don't know, British people or something? Gary Oldman? So then you gotta peel the skin off. I mean, how gross is that? Pudding shouldn't have skin, man. Should be some skin, not some pudding skin. Alright, let's do this. So, there should be one more green that we're going to do right here. It was actually this one. It was supposed to be this one. It looks like it's dried out a little bit. We're going to go to another spot. We're going to do just a quick mix here. We're going to do the Cloverfield, and then we're going to take, well, we don't want to do blue. I'd say we do a little bit, just a tiny bit of black. Just a tiny bit. And then, let's see, and this one's too big. This one will work perfectly fine. Let me just step back, marvel at this for a second. Alright, so I'll mix this with the brush. This is obviously going to be way too black. I don't know what I was thinking. We'll try throwing some white in there. Way too black. Gonna mix things up a little bit. Oh, probably way too much white. I mean, I'm just going through these paints like nobody's business. Oh no, look at that, see? See how white lightens that? Brings the green back out. See? I don't even know if I'm holding that right, but this is way more than we need. I'm going to throw a little bit. Oh, there's some whites hanging out on that corner there. So we're definitely not going to be able to put any other paint in here for our next session. This fan's really making stuff dry fast. Oh, like an army green there. So we put some more of just the green, colorful green. Gotta lighten this up quick. For those of you wondering that maybe didn't see part 1 and 2, there is a reason for the sunglasses. Just go back and watch. It's quite a story. Sort of a cautionary tale more than anything. Okay, so we're getting there, and that's why it's so much better to mix any paint colors you need before, because it can get a little tedious sometimes. Now this is probably going to be dark. No, this should turn out pretty good. I'm going to get globular. But obviously we got a little bit, yeah, a little bit out of hand there. And try to shorten the width of this and dip in there. We're going to go long because we don't want to touch that, but we still want to brace the fingers. Okay, all right. That's the biggest stamp. So we're going to take the big scoop of that green. Again, anytime we touch that, it's good when things are dry. Take another big scoop of green. You can see that. I don't know how good of a view you're getting here. We do want this a little more green. All right. There we go. So let's try it again. Definitely wasn't as dry as maybe we would have wanted, but all right, it's still interesting. That's the important thing. Interesting. All right. We'll go back to our little concoction here. Make sure I get the right brush. There we go. We're using that 4mm gauge. I don't even know. It doesn't even. It's not even real. I don't think that number. All right. Bundle. So we did another sort of a red-ish. There's a lot of bubbles. And this, which, you know, will give us some pretty good textures. Again, you know, you want texture. You don't want everything smooth in life. I mean, as much as we like these so-called satin paints or whatever I think they call them, or satin sheets. I heard satin sheets can get quite hot You know what I mean? Hot? Not really. No, really, they can get hot, I've heard. Some of the nicest things aren't necessarily feel the greatest. See, I wanted this was like kind of like what is it's weird. Like, why is there three different, I don't know, colors? And this could be darker. So I'm gonna actually add some white to the green. It's not. There was too dark of a green underneath, which of course caused that. So things are going to look even more layered than we, originally anticipated, which is fine. Because we want layers. We want textures. That's giving me that's like a nice minty green. That should be plenty. So I think I'm getting some that pudding skin on there. This is getting real messy. Yeah. Alright. Let's see it pop that down. Alright, so we're gonna get Globador again. Alright. See, it's crazy what a difference a lighter color makes. Look at that. It's popping. It's pop walking. There we go. So, it's about where we'd want it. I could probably end up going a little darker. So we're going to draw a little bit more green. We don't really need this green. By the time we go back to the easel, which actually got great coverage, we can just literally put a smudge, a smidgen on a paintbrush. There we go. It's getting a little kind of darker. All right. Let's see. I gotta scrape more of that off. That's the problem with mixing with the brush. I mean, again, this is novice stuff, So it's okay. I mean, we're just gonna get layered, even more layered. Okay, Peter layered. He was the co-creator of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. In fact, it's not necessarily. Actually, kind of makes sense now. We can green turtles, green, kind of crazy. Alright, so we're gonna scrape that because we're gonna draw. See how that's already kind of skinning. We'll draw that back up. Alright, so there. See, it's weird. It's like why? Why? If someone could say why would you do that? Why? Because it's novice. It's novice painting, man. Don't be such a hater. So, just trying to get an idea. Yeah, see, I didn't go all the way down with that green. That looks funny. So we're gonna go some some more of this green color. See if we can. We're actually going to do this. Just going to get real wild with it, you know? Just get real wild. No plans change. You can't plan for everything. You just go with the flow. There we go. Alright, so we're getting close. Okay. So this one's drying way darker than I thought it would, but again, it's okay, you know. We'll figure it out. We are going to do, though, there we go. That's a little bit better. So, basically everything looking pretty good now. We're just going to go ahead and take, now those things where things get a little hairy, a little dirty, hairy. So we're going to get sacrifices, remember? So, we're going to go with the primary. We're going to go a little bit of white guy in there. So, I think we go ahead and start with blue. We'll go blue, yellow, red. It's a very stiff brush. I gotta be careful with this because there's no going back. We're gonna start over here. We start right there. Try to be a little bit more assured with our hand placement. Yeah, you went a little. I went a little bit too hard there, but it's okay because we're going to get, you know, that top curl here onto P. There you go. See, there's a P. You want a P? So I got a P. Alright, so we're just actually going to leave it exactly like that. We're not going to try to fill in. And then we'll go ahead and rinse that blue out. Gotta be rinsed out pretty good. These are, oh, see that happened, see? Oh, Walmart. So, just slide right back on. That's all you gotta do. It gets wet, and so that's paint from my own fingers. You can pretty much look through it and see if anything will come off on the brush. Still a little bit of blue on there, so let me put it back in, switch it around, bring it back out, and just a whole lot, you know. There you go. That's better. Alright, so now we're going to do the A. We're going to do it in yellow. Oh look, it's a little V. Ain't that novice, huh? Alright, so sacrifices. There you go, just getting globular. We're getting globular. Okay, so This paint is very, not only viscous, seems to be very bubbly, if you will. It's very bubbly for some reason. But that's fine because it's given a unique. It's like it's just paint. It's not, it's paint. Again, it's paint with a paint. When it comes off the paintbrush, it doesn't come off perfectly. No matter what I try to tell you, as you can hear, we're going for another rinser. We're going to be going for the red next. Alright, so seems good. Hopefully that doesn't run. No, that's going to be fine. That's going to be fine. We got the fan on. Things are drying a little too fast, quite frankly. So we're going to follow that same pattern up at the top. We're going to do a lowercase I. See, that came out good. That was just really whistle. You're right, exactly right there. And then again, we use way too much record. Look at that. How much? Really? I think I'm gonna paint the White House. Paint it red. Paint the White House red, man. What in the world was I thinking? What was I thinking, peanut butter? Man, you've been quiet. Been quiet over there. Sweet little thing. Washing down on all of us. Making sure we eat our fixings. I'm just rambling, don't mind me. Alright, so make sure we ain't gonna spell this wrong. We're gonna definitely try to do a better end than we did up here. Okay, there you go. Alright. So we're going to do an A in blue. Remember, we're keeping this red, yellow, blue, baby. Red, yellow, blue. Alright. So see, sacrificed it already? Okay, there we go. We're going to go for... There we go. Alright, we're off to a good start. So we're going to try to make this as thick as last time. There we go, alright. See how swiftly this is coming along? I think I need a little bit more. I get gregarious with the paint, but in that case, there we go. And then T-E-R. There we go. Alright, we're on the right track. Getting there. I know this is the most epic, bare bones, ridiculously long paint session, but stick around. You'd be surprised. So we're going to move on to a yellow T. I think, now that's tricky. I think it could be fun and do a green dot up there, but I think it would serve us well. Blue, yellow, red, blue, yellow. Alright. Alright, so yellow for the T. I gotta go up. I'm actually gonna start right here. Alright, so we got globular up there. So we'll spread that across. We'll come down again. There we go. Great. Simple. Keep moving forward like Buddha. Baby. Another quick rinse. Actually, I'll have some brushes that are actually about all the same, similar size. So, next it is red, a red E, and then a blue R. All right, a red E. Are you red E? I think that was an old Sony PlayStation I had back in the day. And it was weird baby heads. Alright, so if I put my baby head in the way, I'm just trying to get, because this is down low, and bare bones with me, bear with me. So, I'm going to put that E right there. See, and that would have been cool if we put outside effect on everything. Dagnabbit. That would take even more advanced techniques, or just, you know, really crappy. See, now I went too low. Oh, well, that'll be okay because the signature can run along and have a little swoosh. The Jimi Novice swoosh. It's like nothing you ever seen. Alright, so got one more lighter here. So we're going to be wrapping up here part 3. And then basically what we'll do is we're just going to come into part 4 and we'll put the dots on there, different colors, we'll do the fan brush, and we'll sign off. We'll sign it Jimi Novice. And this will go on the wall, and that will end the very first episode. But we're going to finish that art. Getting ahead of myself. I'm so excited. So, blue. Okay, so I like how, you know, it's tricky. You see something like you can't, sometimes you want to replicate it, but you just can't. You just can't. But you try your best every day. You just grind it out. You gotta grind it out. That's what the guys in the hookups always were telling me. You gotta grind it, son. You gotta grind it, son. Alright, here we go. This could be tricky because we don't want this to look jumbled. That was pretty good, I like that. So I could trail off and left it looking with that interesting sort of trail off, whatever you want to call it. There we go, that's nice. I actually really like this brush. It's I think it's mule hair or something. How's that doing R? There we go. Yeah, we'll leave it like that. There we go. I really like that art. It's one of the best art I've ever done. And that's definitely a better end than that one. So, thanks for joining us for part 3. We will be with you shortly for part 4. Obviously, it's going to be like right after this. So, I promise I'm not going to want to change any of that. We're going to put the fan, we're going to put the brush on there, some color dots, and we're going to sign off. We're gonna put it on the wall. We're gonna say goodbye until episode number 2. That is the Planny Manny.